James is P3. Andy from Spain is 11th. Steve is first. Steve improved his P1 with a 123.482. James is P3. James improved his third with a 124.133. 0.651 off pole. Stephen from Canada is P6. Stephen improved his P4 with a 126.052. 2.570 off pole. Hasub is 5th. Best lap is a 125.450. 1.968 off pole. Andy is 4th. Stu from Scotland is P10 up 0.10. Steve is first. Henry from United Kingdom is 5th. Best lap is a 124.932. 1.450 off pole. Brad from Italy is 10th up 0.15. Best lap is a 126.622. 3.140 off pole. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Hasub is P8. Stephen is 9th up 0.17. Henry is P5 up 0.42. Henry improved his P4 with a 124.430. 0.948 off pole. Simon from Canada is P13. Simon improved his 10th with a 125.525. 2.043 off pole. Brad is 12th up 0.57. Brad improved his 11th with a 125.886. 2.404 off pole. Stephen is 9th up 0.34. Stephen improved his P7 with a 125.334. 1.852 off pole. Simon is P10. Simon improved his P7 with a 125.281. 1.799 off pole. Callum from Seychelles is P9. Callum improved his 6th with a 125.027. 1.545 off pole. Stu is 13th up 0.63. Best lap is a 128.012. 4.530 off pole. Stu improved his P11 with a 125.767. 2.285 off pole. James is P3. Hassab is 10th. Hassab improved his 10th with a 125.378. 1.896 off pole. Callum is 6th. Hassab is 10th up 0.42. Best lap is a 125.378. 1.896 off pole. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Hassab improved his P6 with a 124.925. 1.443 off pole. Callum is 7th. Callum improved his 6th with a 124.924. 1.442 off pole. Pete from Antigua and Barbuda is P14. James from Italy is P10. James improved his fifth with a 124.536. 1.054 off pole. Colin from Scotland is P15 up 0.22. Hassab is P8 up 0.30. Hassab improved his sixth with a 124.646. 1.164 off pole. Pete is P15 up 0.28. Pete improved his P15 with a 128.607. 5.125 off pole. The race session is at Glasgow Hydro-Mega in Glasgow, Scotland. The wind speed is 10 km/h from the northeast. Steve is first. Paula from Burkina Faso is second. James is P3. Henry from United Kingdom is P4. James from Italy is 5th. Hassab is 6th. Andy from Spain is P7. Callum from Seychelles is 8th. Simon from Canada is 9th. Ben from England is 10th. Stephen from Canada is P11. Stu from Scotland is P12. Brad from Italy is P13. Colin from Scotland is P14. Pete from Antigua and Barbuda is P15. Jace is 16th. Vittorio from Italy is P17. Steve from United Kingdom is first. 30 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Vittorio is 14th. James is P2. Henry is third. Hassab is P6. Steve is P8, 0.4 behind Ben. Steve is now 6th. Ben is 7th, 0.2 behind Steve. Ben lost 12th to Andy. James is third, 0.4 behind Henry. Steve is 6th, 0.2 behind Simon. Steve passed Simon for P5. Simon is P6, 0.4 behind Steve. Simon is now P5. Hassab on lap 3 is 7th, 0.1 behind Henry. Stephen is P9, 0.2 ahead of Colin. Jace on lap 3 is P11, 0.2 behind Colin. Andy is 12th, 0.5 behind Jace. Andy was 1.5 faster last lap. Ben is P15, 0.6 behind Stu. Ben lost 15th to Vittorio. 25 minutes remaining in the session. Callum is P3, 0.1 behind Steve. Henry is P5, 0.4 behind Simon. James is 6th. James passed Henry for P5. Simon is 5th, 0.2 behind James. Henry on lap 5 is 6th, 0.2 ahead of Brad. Henry passed Simon for P5. Henry lost P5 to Simon. Brad is 7th, 0.3 behind Henry. Brad lost 7th to Hassan. Colin is 10th, 0.4 behind Stephen. Colin lost P10 to Andy. Henry is 6th. Hassab on lap 6 is 7th, 0.2 behind Henry. Andy is P9, 0.5 ahead of Colin. Andy is now 8th. Colin is P9, 0.4 behind Andy. Stephen is P10. Hassab on lap 7 is 6th, 0.4 behind Henry. Henry was 0.7 faster last lap. Colin is P9, 0.3 behind Andy. Vittorio is 10th, 0.3 ahead of Stephen. Vittorio was 4.5 faster last lap. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Stephen on lap 7 is 11th, 0.2 behind Vittorio. Colin is P9. Best lap is a 1:26.143. 2.773 of the fastest lap. Vittorio is 10th, 0.3 behind Colin. Vittorio is now P11. Stu on lap 8 is 12th, 0.5 behind Vittorio. Vittorio was 1.1 faster last lap. Vittorio is P11, 0.7 behind Simon. Stu is P12, 0.7 behind Vittorio. Simon is 11th, 0.3 ahead of Stu. Andy is P8, 1.0 behind Brad. Stephen is 9th, 0.4 behind Andy. Vittorio is 10th, 0.7 behind Stephen. Vittorio passed Stephen for P9. Stu is P13, 0.3 behind Jace. Henry is 5th, 0.9 behind James. Vittorio is P9, 0.5 behind Andy. Vittorio passed Andy for 8th. Stephen is P10, 0.5 behind Andy. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Brad on lap 11 is 7th, 0.7 behind Hassab. Stephen is P10, 0.6 behind Andy. James is 16th, 0.7 behind Ben. Brad is P7, 0.7 behind Hassab. Stephen on lap 12 is 10th, 0.6 behind Andy. James on lap 12 is 16th, 0.5 behind Ben. Steve is second, 0.6 behind Paula. Henry is 5th, 0.6 behind James. Andy on lap 13 is P8, 0.3 ahead of Hassab. Andy was 2.5 faster last lap. Hassab is P9, 0.6 behind Andy. Stephen is P10, 0.7 behind Hassab. Stephen passed Hassab for P9. Simon is 11th, 0.5 behind Hassab. Steve is second, 0.2 behind Paula. Stephen is P9. Best lap is a 1:25.522. 2.152 of the fastest lap. Hassab is 10th. Best lap is a 1:25.209. 1.839 of the fastest lap. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Stephen is 9th. Hassab on lap 14 is P10, 0.5 behind Stephen. Simon is 11th, 0.7 behind Hassab. Simon is now 10th. Stephen is P12, 0.1 behind Jace. Stephen is now 11th. Jace on lap 15 is P11, 0.1 behind Stephen. Henry is P5, 0.7 behind James. Stephen is 10th, 0.4 behind Simon. Jace is P11, 0.3 behind Stephen. Henry is P5, 0.7 behind James. Stephen is 10th. Stephen passed Simon for P9. Jace is P11, 0.3 behind Stephen. Henry is P5. Best lap is a 1:24.273. 1.373 of the fastest lap. Vittorio is 6th. Stu is P12, 0.5 behind Jace. Jace is P11. 5 minutes remaining in the session. James is P14, 0.5 behind Ben. James on lap 18 is 5th, 0.2 ahead of Henry. James is now 5th. Jace is 11th, 0.5 behind Simon. Stu is P12, 0.5 behind Jace. Vittorio on lap 19 is 5th, 0.6 behind Henry. Jace is P11, 0.2 ahead of Stu. Stu on lap 19 is 12th, 0.6 behind Jace. Hassab is 15th, 0.3 behind Ben. Henry is P5, 0.2 behind Vittorio. James on lap 20 is 9th battling Stephen. Stephen was 19.5 faster last lap. James passed Stephen for 8th. Stephen is 9th, 0.3 behind James. Stephen was 19.5 faster last lap. Jace is P11. Best lap is a 1:25.311. 2.411 of the fastest lap. Stu is 12th, 0.4 behind Jace. Stu lost P12 to James. Stu lost 14th to Ben. Stephen on lap 21 is P9, 0.7 behind James. Jace is 11th, 0.4 behind Simon. Vittorio on lap 21 is 4th, 0.5 behind Callum. Vittorio passed Callum for P3. Callum is P4, 0.2 behind Vittorio. The leader has just finished the race. Steve finished P1. Paula finished 2nd. Stu finished P15. Colin finished P16. Vittorio finished 3rd. Callum finished P4. Henry finished P5. Pete finished 17th. Brad finished 6th. Andy finished 7th. James finished P8. Stephen finished 9th. Jace finished P10. Simon finished P11. James finished 12th. Hassab finished P13. Ben finished P14.